Good morning, everyone. Peace upon you all. By the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Today is Monday, 16th of November, 2020. First of Rabi'at second, 1442. We are going to, today, inshallah, to open or to work on reading, translating the world's bestseller. I want you to bring your books and open them on page 33. Write the date and the day up here because we're going to work on this text. We're going to accomplish these important outcomes. Read the text and discuss the title of the text and talk about the translating books in general, okay? But here in the text, we are going to talk about Harry Potter's books, okay? Now look at number 1. Work with a partner. What can you see? These are book covers. What are they? Book covers, okay? Now, could you read these books? We are going to discuss this in general, inshallah, during the text. Now, look at number 1. 2. You are going to read a text about what? About translating the Harry Potter books, okay? Now, read the first sentence of each paragraph. I'm going to give you not 1 minute, half minute. Why? You're going to read the first sentence of each paragraph and match them with these topics. We have these topics A, B, C, and D. You're going to read the first sentence of each paragraph to match them with me with the correct topic, okay? Take half minute and I will return back. I'm back again. Now, look here. I'm going to read the topics, then you are going to match them with me. We have topic number A, why the translators needed to work fast. Why? We're going to deal with this in the text, inshallah. Number B, the number of translated Harry Potter books. Number C, some problematic translations. D, why translating Harry Potter wasn't easy. Why? We're going to look at this one. For example, paragraph 2, yes, excellent, Yara. Paragraph 2 talks about what? About A, which is why the translators needed to work fast. Why? It's here. Let me read it for you. Jean-Francois Menard, the French translator of the Harry Potter books, translated the 700-page fourth book in just 63 days. Okay? This is number A. Why the translators needed to work fast. Why? You are going to answer this question, inshallah. So you are going to write beside A, you are going to write paragraph 2. Okay? You are going to write paragraph 2. This is sentence or topic number A. Let's go to B. The number of translated Harry Potter books. Which one? I believe when you go... Yes, Hazaimi. Yes. Excellent. Yes. In paragraph 1. Look at paragraph 1. There are more than 400 million Harry Potter books in the world. It's what? The number of translated Harry Potter books. Of course, you are going to read, but approximately 100 million copies do not contain any lines from the author. We are going to discuss this later. So you are going to write beside paragraph number B, you are going to write paragraph 1, okay? Which is topic B goes with paragraph 1 or the first paragraph. Let's move to C, some problematic translators, which goes with paragraph what? Paragraph 4. Look at the paragraph 4. It's true that the translation of J.K. Rowling's books had some special difficulties, okay? So, goes with the topic, some problematic translations. We are going to write paragraph 4 with what? With topic C, number C, okay? Sorry. Now, let's move to the last one, D. Why translating Harry Potter wasn't easy. This is paragraph what? Yes, 3. Look at number 3. In other countries such as China, there were unofficial pirate translations, okay? We're going to write here. Paragraph 3 talks about topic number D. Why translating Harry Potter wasn't easy, okay? Done? Okay? Now, we're going to start the text. I'm going to give you 1 second to write the answer, then I'm going to return back. Deal? I'm back again. Now, we're going to read a text about the world's bestseller for translated books, okay? Look at the title, Translating the World's Bestseller. We're going to read paragraph 1 and explain it, inshallah, in details. Look at number 1. there are more than 400 million Harry Potter books in the world. These are pre-reading questions. You are not going to write them. You are not requested to write them down. You are going only to read them because you are going to answer them to know about each idea in each paragraph. For example, number one, why there are 100 million copies do not contain line from the author. Two, why the translators didn't have much time for translating. We are going to talk about this one. Three, what are the unofficial pirate translations? What is it? Four, what happened to the author? Number five, what are the difficulties that face Rowling's books? Okay, now let's answer the first question. For example, there are more than 400 million Harry Potter books in the world, but approximately 100 million approximately means what? Nearly, okay? 100 million copies do not contain, they don't have any lines from the author's original text. Why? Okay, we're going to know why. That's because they are translations. They are not from the author himself. These books were translated, okay? At the moment, there are versions in over 60 languages, including Welsh, Latin, and Ancient Greek. Okay? We are talking about Harry Potter's books. Some of them, of course, the issue that they don't have or contain, or 100 million copies, they don't have or they don't contain lines from the author's original text. Why? Because they were translated from the language or the original language or the original copy to other copies or other translations or other languages. Okay, now number 2, paragraph 2. Jean-Francois Menard, the French translator of the Harry Potter books, translated the 700-page fourth book in just 63 days. Why do you think? Why do you think? This is the question number 2. Why the translators didn't have much time to translate? Why? Look here. The translators didn't have much time because they could only begin when the English version appeared in the shops. How is that? They cannot translate the book until the writer or the author put the versions in the shops. Okay, this was because the author wanted the story to be a total secret. Yes, if the author he can announce, for example, the book or the story, whatever, he won't be able to keep it for himself. It will be translated fast so that the other writers, they will gain money more than the writer himself. Okay, now this was because the author wanted the story to be a total secret for him. In a few countries where the general public's level of English is very high, for example in Scandinavia, it was very important, look at me, to translate the book quickly. It's very important. Why? If they don't translate the book quickly, people in those countries, what do they do? They would, look at me, they would or they could just buy the original English version, okay, not the translation. And this will cause the people who translate these books or these stories, they will lose money. Okay, so they should translate these books quickly so that they can gain money, and they won't be able, or the author won't be able to buy the original copy of his right or of his story, okay, or his book. Deal? Okay, for example, such as Scandinavia. Okay, this is question number 3. What are the why are the translators didn't have much time? Now number 3, what are the unofficial pirate translations? Look at paragraph 3. 3, in other countries such as China, there were unofficial pirate translations. What do you mean by that? People sold them on the streets illegally. They used, pirate, in Arabic, القرصنة. They took these books, okay, and they translate them. Then they sold them to people in streets illegally, okay, not in a legal way. The author here, What happened to the author? The author didn't receive any money because of that. Yes, of course, from those books, and often the translations were not very good. Okay, even the quality of the translation wasn't very good. Why? Because it was illegal, and they used to take these books and translate them. And sometimes, look at this one, we have this example here, a pirate version. You know, version, it means forms of something that are different from the original. Okay, a pirate version in Venezuela in 2003 contained many mistakes. The translator occasionally, you know, occasionally what this means, from time to time, what did he do? Put a few of his own informal message into the text. Okay, he used to put some of his informal message inside this text. Okay, for example, here come something I can't translate, sorry, or I didn't understand what that means. This is of course not in the quality of Harry Potter's books. Okay, deal? Now let's move to paragraph 4, the last paragraph. This question, sorry, number 4, what happened to the author? We're going to talk about the author here. And number 5, what are the difficulties that faced Rowling books? Okay, number 4, I believe I answered it in paragraph 3. We said that the author, he won't receive any money because he was deceived from these translators who took his book and translated in their languages in illegal way. Okay, they don't have the right to translate the book without the permission of the author. Okay, if the author give them the permission, they can translate, but if he doesn't, they cannot. Okay, now let's move to number 4. It's true that the translation of J.K. Rowling's books had some special difficulties. What do you mean by difficulties? It means problems. Okay, which is the question number, which one? What are the difficulties that faced Rowling books? Here. This one is from the topic. Do you remember some problematic translators? These translations. Number 4. It's true that the translation of J.K. Rowling's books had some special difficulties. What are they? One big problem was with invented words and names. Yes, invented words and names. For example, in Harry Potter's film or book, we have a name of the game. Look at this one, Quidditch, in the bottom of the text here. Quidditch is the invented sport that Harry Potter played in his book, okay, or in his film at that time in his book. So one big problem was they invented words and names, but what's wrong with them? There are a lot of these words in the series, approximately 400. Now, Spanish readers will find most of these words exactly the same as in English, so Quidditch and Muggles are unchanged. In their language, the Spanish, they find the same, almost the same, or approximately the same, exactly the words that the same in English as in Spanish. Okay, so these words or these names are unchanged in the Spanish versions. They didn't change them because they have exactly the same in their language. Okay, this is the Spanish language. Deal? Now, but in Brazil, the translator invented her own Portuguese words to express the idea and the sound of the original words. What happened in Brazil? Look at this one. This is very important. In Brazil, the translator invented her own Portuguese words. Why? To express the idea and the sound of the original words. She couldn't find the same words or the same words, so she had to invent new words, her new words, yes, to express the ideas and the sounds of the original word. So we have quadruple to translate Quidditch and Truxes instead of Muggles. Okay, these are Spanish and Portuguese names. Okay, I have reached here. Of course, Muggles, it means that this person doesn't have magical powers. I've reached here to the end of the text. We accomplished our outcomes. We read the text and about the translating books. We discussed the title. We explained the 4 paragraphs. Inshallah, tomorrow we are going to answer question number 3 and number 5, inshallah. Thank you very much for being with me. See you later and goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.